Kennedy. Hey, does it? You must remember me. Pour me some native remedies. Agbo daddy, cleanse my soul, fix my belly, chef my breakfast. Go on me like I'm cat slater.
Send up the next victim. Send him up.
Like a golf skater. Home office on my up haters, but they won't give me my paper.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Final Third YouTube channel, and as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, the Turbo Amz Tournament video is here. We are about to see if ourselves and the tournament live up to the hype. I don't want to do too much talking, but before we do get into the swing of things, like always, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and also don't forget to drop a like on the video. It is a bit of a long video, so make sure you get your popcorn ready. There's definitely some highs and lows in this episode. It's got everything. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the team that we took to the tournament. The tournament team is as followed. We have got Craig, and then we've got Pat and Arbo, Rory and Marcelo, and Ross and D. Obviously, two new debutants there in the form of Marcelo and Ross. Hopefully they'll fit in quite nicely, but without further ado, guys, let's get straight into the tournament.
It's your boy Marcelo, live and direct, final third in Birmingham for the Turbo Amz Tournament. Last time you have a bit of a problem, I am here to fix the problem. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Game face. Take each game as it comes. Don't underestimate. Don't really know much. I know one or two teams, I think. SC Dons. It's going to be it. Yeah. That's it.
Let's go for it. What do you mean? I'm confused. Does that mean the ball's hanging? That's how we play anyway.
As we do on a Wednesday night, don't let the occasion get to us. This is where it begins. Right now, yeah? Lads, get your shots off. Move the ball when you have to. In the areas that we have to as well. When you get into the final third, this is what we're about. Express yourself and get the ball in the back of the net. Simple as, yeah? Let's go.
So moving into our second game of the tournament, just to give some context, our first game against Scouts Ballers, we actually won 3-0 due to Scouts Ballers not being able to field a full team. Unfortunately, a few of their players were still traveling to the tournament, but a wise man once said, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. And a wise man also once said, we take those. So moving into our second game, the starting lineup is as followed. So our starting five for technically our first game of the tournament is D in net, followed by Marcelo, Rory, Craig and Arbo, with Craig captaining the side, and then we have got Ross and Pat on the bench. Let's see what we can do, and hopefully we can get to a winning start. Let's go. So here we are about to kick off for our first game of the tournament. We are playing Ravy Athletic. I don't know too much about them, but I do know they are from Leeds, I believe. Do correct me if I'm wrong, but we're straight into the game. As you can see, Ravy on the ball here. However, we pick up the ball in the middle of the park there with Rory. Goes for a shot. Rebound goes out to Craig there, and he makes no mistakes with that one. Dispatches it. First class side for to put us 1-0 up into the first minute of the game. Exactly the start that we want. Anyway, got Rory on the ball here. Trying to play the 1-2 there with Marcelo. Gets the ball back, going on a bit of a driving run here. Holding up the ball nicely. Cuts in. Can he get a shot off? Yes, he can. Keeper makes himself as big as possible, but the ref does eventually call for running in the area. And then moving on, my guy tries to go for an outside shot there. My guy goes for another shot there, but you know who's in net to save the day there. We've got D, also known as Sleepy D in this tournament. You'll see why. But anyway, Marcelo plays the ball there into Rory in the middle of the park. He goes for a shot there. Keeper makes a strong save there to keep the ball out, and the ball comes out on top there with Ravy Athletic. My guy tries to drop the shoulder, but apparently Rory pushed him in the boards there. But anyway, moving on, ball play into Arbo, time and space, sizes up his man, tries to meg him, does successfully meg him. However, Ravy, can they capitalize on this mistake here? And yes, they can, to make it 1-1. It has been a bit flat since that first goal there. As you can see, Rory a bit shocked there. Can't quite understand how he managed to get a shot off there, but nonetheless we move. And then moving on, Ravy Athletic here. My guy tries to go for a shot there. Arbo there, lovely spin, plays it into Marcelo. He's going to drive across, plays it into Rory. Can he get shot off? Yes, he can, and my guy makes a strong save. Can we deep it? My guy's not even wearing gloves, man, and he pulled out a save like that. Anyway, Craig picks up the ball, middle of the park, drops the shoulder, goes for another shot there, And my guy makes another strong save. Hey, if Ravio Athletic are watching this, get your boy some gloves, man, because he deserves it. Anyway, he rolls out the ball there into his teammate, tries to size up Arbo, can't quite take him on, ends up going backwards. However, time and space goes for a shot there, hits off Arbo, goes back to his teammate here, plays into the middle of the park here, getting pressed there by Craig, who wins the ball. But I believe that is going to be a draw for our first game of the tournament. Not ideal, but it is what it is.
Passing's not quick slow on it. It's like you're waiting, it's there, then we wait another step, and then it's gone. Yeah. And then that's when we try it. It needs to be quicker, man.
We could have sweated a few times as well.
Loads of times when someone's through there, all they have to do is just someone extra. Yeah, we didn't make that extra run. No, yeah. I noticed that.
Bro, 5 goals easy, bro.
First game, you know what it's like now.
Those points,
It's alright, the first game, you know
that's
it's
a
like.
loss for me, yo.
It's 2 points, not a loss.
Yeah, it feels like because they're going to be one of the worst teams.
Yeah.
That's our first game.
It's 2 points on the.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is game 1 in the books. Not exactly the start that we wanted. We had a decent start for 1 minute of the game, and then it completely fell flat. Hopefully that is just a bit of tournament rust. Nonetheless, moving into the group table after the first round of games, like I mentioned, this is technically our second game. This is because there are 5 teams in a group, so one team will eventually play 2 games after each round of fixtures, with us being the case first time round. So as you can see, we are there with 4 points, followed by Blue Moon, who managed to get a very surprising result against SC Dons, beating them 2-0. And then we've got Ravia Athletic with 1 point, and then we've got SC Dons and Scouse Ballers on 0. So that is how the table is looking, but let's move into our second game, which is technically our third game, so let's get straight into it. So one small tweak going into game 3. I'm going to call it game 3 because that is technically what it is, even though this is only the second game that we have played. We're just going to swap out Ross for Rory, so Rory and Pat will be on the bench. Craig captain the side as always, so hopefully we can get a big result. We're playing Blue Moon, so it'll be a statement win if we manage to get the dub over them. So yeah, let's go straight into it. So here we are, guys, about to face off Blue Moon. Like I mentioned earlier, if we do manage to get a win, it will be a big statement win and probably help us massively in getting out of the groups. But anyway, straight into the action here. We have got D looking for some options, plays into Arbo. I was going to hold up the ball. He's being pressed by my guy here, who did have a game against SC Dons. Anyway, Arbo here. And he teaches him right there. He can also go right, as Craig is saying right there. But lovely stuff there from Arbo. I think he's starting to heat up, and he's definitely going to be a very vital player for us in the tournament. And then moving on, Blue Moon intercept the ball here. My guy here, Blue Boots, loses a boot, but still gets a shot off. D makes a great save there. Craig still dribbling for the ball there. Marcelo gets the ball off him, but I believe the ref is pausing the game due to my guy losing his boot. And then moving on, we're about 4 minutes into the game now. Got Marcelo holding up the ball here nicely, looking for some options, spins his man nicely, looking for some runners. Sees Craig there, who can get a tap in, but does get fouled in the process, and it crashes off the bar. Anyway, we're going to get a replay on this just to see how much contact there was. As you can see, very small contact, but that is a big deal, pulls him back, and it just ends up being a penalty. We've got Arbo on penalty duty, so hopefully he can dispatch this. Anyway, Arbo stepping up here.
Behind the ball, ref.
And there we go, absolutely dispatched. First class signed for right there. Lovely stuff there from Arbo to make it 2-0, and a very good start there from the boys. 5 minutes into the game, we're going to do our first substitution. Craig's going to jump off and Pat's going to jump on. Nice shift there from Craig. Anyway, we're going to see here, we've got Blue Moon in the middle of the park here with my guy here. Look for some options. Plays it into his teammate, he spins nicely. However, Arbo does catch him, and to be fair, Arbo did commit a few fouls in this game, and the ref has said, no, that is your last one. And because it was just in front of goal, that is a penalty. Blue Moon got a chance to get back in the game here. My guy steps up, and he dispatches it as well to make it 2-1. It's getting very tight now. We need to do some game management at the moment. But anyway, we're going to get straight back into the action here. Blue Moon, my guy is doing very well to hold up the ball, but Ross plays very well there. Intercepts the ball, going to hold it, slow it down, and bring it all the way back there to D. Lovely stuff there from Ross, very solid at the back. D does a long throw there to Arbo. He takes a touch, but unfortunately can't quite get the shot under his foot, and the keeper does manage to save it. Anyway, Blue Moon got the opposite way there when my guy goes for a shot, and it just goes wide, luckily for us. Marcelo here Somehow gets the ball across there to Pat. Pat, long range effort, goes for a shot there, but it just goes wide of the post. However, chases down his rebound, still on the ball here, and manages to get the ball out. However, it gets intercepted by my guy here, who plays a calm ball back to his teammate, but looks like nothing comes of it. Anyway, both teams still drilling for it here. Pat here putting an absolute shift in, trying to win the ball back. Does foul my guy, but you know what, we'll take that with a few seconds left of the game. That should be the game any minute now, just waiting for the ref to call it. Just waiting here. My guy, last attack here. We do get an interception, but that is full time and a very, very big win. Well done there with the boys. Good stuff there from all the lads.
Big win, boys. Big win. World Cup there, bro.
What a big statement win there against Blooming. That pretty much solidifies us into the knockout stages. But nonetheless, we do have a big game against SC Dons for our final game. So let's see how that unfolds. So going into the SC Dons game, we are going to substitute Marcelo to start on the bench just to get him fresh for the knockout stages. So the team therefore is Rory, Ross, Arbo and Craig, obviously with D in net. So let's see if we can beat arguably tournament favourites SC Dons. Let's get straight into it. So here we are for our final game of the group stages. SC Dons need a win to qualify for the knockout stages. For ourselves, we don't quite need to win or do too much because we have already qualified, but this is for bragging rights. This is against SC Dons, which, you know, we've been watching over the years, so it'll be cool to get a win over these guys. But nonetheless, we're straight into the action. Got Dom Perez playing a ball across there, does get intercepted by Arbo here. However, he's still being pressed by Oz and Risky by the looks of it there, but we do come out on top of it. Ball into the hands of D. And then moving on, we've got Dom Perez here, time and space, trying to size up Rory. Goes for a long range effort, but nice save there from D just to neutralize it very nicely there. He's looking for some options now. We've got Haas there trying to play a ball across, does get intercepted by Arbo here on his left peg, lets it rip. Rebound goes out to Craig there, he tries to intercept it, still chasing down the rebound here, trying to put Haas under pressure. Haas turns out of that, skips past Arbo as well, going on one of them runs now that we've seen over the years. However, Arbo does push him off balance and the ref has called for a foul there. Anyway, he's looking for options, plays it there to Risky, gets intercepted by Craig, 1v1 Craig against Big G, but can't quite put it in the back of the net. Very big save there from Big G, probably tournament saving right there. Anyway, Haas picks up the ball here, goes for a shot there, but D is awake to that one and pulls off a very nice save and into the arms of him. Tries to play a quick one there to Craig, who does get intercepted there by Dom Perez. But nonetheless, we are going to do our first substitution, keep Craig fresh for the knockout stages. He's going to jump off and it looks like Pat is going to jump on for him as well. Looks like we're going to do a double substitution. Marcelo's going to jump on as well, make sure he's nice and warm. And Arbo's going to jump off because we need to wrap that left foot in cotton by the looks of it, because he's feeling it, man, I can tell. But anyway, Rory here, nice turn, gets past Oz there, still on the ball here. Plays it there to Pat. Pat plays the ball to the middle of the park. Ross on the end of it, but unfortunately sends it sky high into Rose Z. And it looks like SC Dons pick up the ball here. And then moving on, we've got Haas on the ball once again here. Driving through, skipping past Rory. However, Rory gets a nice foot in there. Still on the ball though, Haas plays the ball across. Gets intercepted. He's still on the ball somehow. Plays it to Risky. And he capitalizes it and makes it 1-0 to SC Dons there. A lot of courage there from Haas there, determined to keep going, and it pays off from there with SC Dons 1-0 up, and it looks like it's giving them a lifeline in the tournament. However, it looks like there's a bit of back and forth here between the ref and Pat. Not quite sure what's transpired between them, but we'll look into that at the end of the game nonetheless. Anyway, Pat on the ball here, nice touch down the ball here, should go for a shot here, but tries to sweat it. I think that was a wrong decision. He should be smashing that into the back of the net, to be honest. As you can see, SC Dons trying to waste as much time as possible because they know this is a big for them if they manage to get this win across. Dom Perez tries to play the ball across off the wall. Haas is just going to hold up the ball, take his time, and that is full time. And unfortunately, that is a loss to SC Dons, but nonetheless, that is still fine for us. Now we just wait for Ravy Athletics to see if we qualify first or second in our group.
Pat over here.
What a dickhead.
Number one rule we said is it's not us versus the referees. It's us versus the other teams. Look at him, he's still fuming. Head's hot. It's head's hot. So what's your thought? No. What's that? First place to get red carded in the final 13. What's your thoughts on that?
I think the ref's an idiot.
Yeah, that's got red carded, is he?
I'm not putting a red card in without my name, prick.
Got anything to say about letting your teammates down?
That's the attitude. It's four. Look at him.
Head loss.
Head gone. But played against SC Dons. You know what? They're a good side. But we knew we went through it. We're just rotating, seeing them out. Everybody wants to touch him. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is, yo.
And there we have it, guys. That is the group stages concluded with ourselves advancing on to the knockout stages. However, I do have some bad news, and that is Pat was red carded following the SE Dons game. I believe he got sent off for dissent against the ref. Not quite sure what transpired between him and the ref, but based on what Pat told us, it was some BS. But that does mean going into the knockout stages, we do have one less player and one less pair of legs going into the knockout stages, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. But moving on to the knockout stages, we have found out who our opponents are, and they are Bayesian Grill. We're going to find out what they're made of, but hopefully we can beat them and advance to the quarterfinals. Let's get into it. So the starting lineup for the last 16 game will be D in net, followed by Marcelo, Ross, Arbo and Craig. Hopefully we can get the job done, but there's only one way to find out, so let's get straight into the action. So here we are about to get into the last 16 game here against Bayesian Grill. This is crunch time now. This is all or nothing. You're going to see us go absolutely for it at this moment, because if you don't, you're going packing. But anyway, we're in the bibs by the looks of it. Craig is about to kick off any second. I'm just waiting on the ref checking everything's all right. And we are away. Arbo straight away on his left peg, goes for a shot there, but unfortunately just drags his shot a bit too wide. However, the rebound goes out to him and he plays it back into the hands of D. Anyway, we've got Craig here on the right hand side, about to get pressed by two, trying to squeeze out, manages to get a pass across. Ross plays into Arbo here. Arbo goes for a shot there, does get saved by the keeper, hits the rebound off the wall. Craig goes for a shot there, but does put it wide, unfortunately. Does get stood on his toe in the process, but the ref didn't quite see it. And then moving on, we've got my guy here slowing down the play completely to walking pace, trying to size up Craig. Everyone stood there. It's an ISO here. Can he get past Craig? Turns inside. However, still wants Craig here. Nice little Meg. Skips past him. Skips past Marcelo as well. Trying to hit it off the wall. However, the ball ends up back in the hands of D once again. Anyway, off the back of that, we're going to do our first substitution. Ross is going to jump off. Rory's going to jump on. And it looks like Rory means business. Just trying to hype up the boys. And the ball's played across here to Rory. He tries to hit it first time. Nice save once again from the Bayesian keeper. Lovely turn there from Craig. Sends my guy to the one stop. Plays the ball inside to Arbo here. Here's his chance. And he just does a cheeky toe poke to make it 1-0 at the 6-minute mark. That is very, very big and very, very vital. Well done there from the boys. Anyway, off the back of that as well, Craig's going to jump off and Ross is going to jump on. Just needs to take a bib as well. Anyway, back into the play. We've got D doing a long throw. These were on the whole time. However, it does get intercepted this time. Anyway, the ball goes out there to Arbo, who absolutely smashes it. Goes to the rebound there, but it unfortunately just crashes off the crossbar. Rory trying to trace down the deflected ball there, but couldn't quite win the ball back. Anyway, D here once again, just taking his time, scanning the pitch here. Look for some options, plays a long ball across once again. Arbo, nice touch, still on the ball here. Goes for another shot there, and I'm not quite sure why that crashed off. But anyway, Rory in the ball here, wins the ball back. Still look for some options. Plays it there to Ross. Ross plays one more pass there to Arbo, and he slots it in to make it 2-0. And I think that might be enough, but we can't be complacent. But lovely stuff there from the boys. 2-0 up, 2 minutes left of the game. It's time for game management here. And we got Arbo on the ball here, plays it to Marcelo here. Marcelo could have went for goal, but he knows it's more important to waste time here. Still on the ball here, manages to turn out, still on the ball. Plays the ball across there to Ross, who goes for a shot there, but it does get deflected on its way and it does end eventually go out wide. Anyway, Bayesian look for some options, plays it across to my guy here, trying to size up Arbo now. Plays the ball across here to number two. Number two on the ball here, goes for a long range effort there, just goes wide and the ball ends up back into the hands of D. He plays the ball across there to Rory, time and space. Can Rory finish it off? Goes for a shot there, but the Bayesian keeper makes a big save there, but it doesn't quite matter. Any second now, the game should be over. Ball played back to his teammate here. Still waiting on the ref here to call the game. Anyway, ball played into Arbo here, couldn't quite control it, but that is finally the whistle, and we have done it, advancing on to the quarterfinals. Big stuff there from the boys.
Rory, what a shift, play man. What an absolute shift. Absolute shift, though. Feeling hot now, innit? Yeah. Well done, man. Solo. D. Brilliant, bro. Absolutely fantastic.
Quality.
Craig,
Good running.
love it, man.
The ball's going to go and he shoots.
Yeah.
Even if you're not there, just get ahead of the ball and stick your leg out. Yeah. We are footballers here, we know what fucking trigonometry is. Yeah. You get me? Use your trigonometry skills.
No need to overcompensate, because everyone just loves a ball rolling. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is,
half
well,
the time they're not even shooting the way
The only criticism I would say when we're not winning 1-0, Mark, you've got to try and be a bit. When we're winning, that's exactly what we needed there.
Massive, mate. You're the best on the team.
Mate, it's such a difference maker.
We don't need that until the game ends.
Yeah. Like,
Because
at
what
the
it is,
start of that game,
once you're 1-0 up, they start panicking.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah, tiny bit. We still
And
play
they're like,
a bit of nice football though, to be fair, bro.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Could have been.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Good luck. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Confident, man. No.
Good, keep it ready. Keep it ready.
So here we are ready for our quarterfinal game against SL7. These are the current champions, but straight from kickoff, Arbo goes for his signature shot from kickoff, but it just goes wide once again. But yeah, like I said, these guys are the current champions of the Turbo Amz Tournament, so you already know it's going to be an intense game, and it's going to be a game of chess as well. But anyway, moving on, my guy here goes for his first attempt there. Nice save there from D to keep the game at a deadlock. And then moving on, SL7 just going to move the ball about at their back four right there, just spreading the ball about, waiting for a sign of weakness before they penetrate our defense. But anyway, moving on, ball played into my guy here. Once again, they're just moving the ball about sideways. They're just waiting for their point of entry. We just got to make sure we are awake to it. But anyway, moving on, we do eventually get the ball after a few minutes of play with SL7 moving the ball about. Anyway, Arbo plays a ball across there to Craig, who holds up the ball. There are no runners supporting him there, unfortunately, and has to play the ball all the way back there to Arbo. Arbo goes for a long-range effort, but unfortunately sends it to Rose, and the ref has called for the first sub of the game. Rory's going to jump on once again for Ross, going to keep it the same as last game. SL7 keeper look for some options, plays it there to my guy there, who I do believe plays for the Afghanistan national team. Anyway, he's sizing up Rory here, takes him on there and sends an absolute laser into the bottom right corner. And you know what, I probably believe it, he does play for the Afghanistan national team, because what a finish there. And unfortunately that is 1-0 to SL7. Not exactly what we wanted, but there's still time in the game to hopefully get an equalizer. As you can see, the boys are discussing, not quite sure what happened there, breaking communication. But anyway, Arbo here on the ball, goes for a shot, the ball does get deflected. Craig's going to chase the rebound there, but looks like nothing comes of it. And then Rory here on the ball here, trying to drive across, goes for a shot, does get intercepted. My guy trying to win the ball back, he's through on goal there, goes for a shot, it does crash off the post. Luckily for us, rebound goes out to my guy here. He tries to play it all the way back to his keeper. The keeper barges into the crossbar, and he is going to go down. I think it's a bit of gamesmanship there, I can't lie, or showmanship. Anyway, moving on, SL7 on the ball here with my guy, gets a nice interception. Arbo on his left peg sends an absolute rocket that actually goes on to the next pitch. That could have been goal of the tournament right there, and one equalizer that would have been. But anyway, we're into the last 30 seconds of the game. It's getting tight now. Anyway, Arbo plays the ball across there to Rory, who hits it first time, but unfortunately it just goes wide. He gets a rebound, still on the ball, getting pressed by two here, but the ball finds its way into the hands of the SL7 keeper. He's going to absolutely launch it into the bottom right corner. They're just going to waste as much time here. We got this guy Els here, 99, just wasting as much time as possible. And there we have it. And unfortunately, that is the end of the road.
Bye, brother. Bye, my bro. Bye, brother.
Oh, nice one, bro.
Best credit today, bro. Bye, bro.
Yes.
Well done, man.
Yes.
Ponytail was their worst player. Yeah. I think if you should have got you up there to hold him and roll it, but you know what's killed? It was when we then got it. The third man run wasn't
there. There was no third man run.
The one where you said call you a lazy bastard. Back there, it's prime time just to tap it in.
Oh, man. Like, and whether it was me or Arbo or Mark holding it up, there wasn't that third man run. But we, you know, like it's hard. Without the legs.
Anyways,
he's going to get beat.
Anyways, positives in it. It's good to have a day out with everyone.
I don't know. I think it's proper in the corner.
You win some, you lose some. Back to the drawing board.
I started getting into it.
I don't think you got to.
Yeah.
Mate, I think it was like.
Oh man,
I think it was
he
here.
was a fucking rifle. Imagine that in the top corner.
I genuinely don't think you could have done it.
Broke the neck.
That was my little tiny bit more.
I can't believe you.
That's the thing, we were playing slow, so they didn't even know that you had that. Do you know what I mean?
I'm like, what is he doing?
So unfortunately, that is the end of the road for us in the Turbo Amz Tournament. Couldn't quite make it all the way, but that is another knockout stage placement, which shows consistency. But you'll hear my verdict at the end of the episode. But since we're here, we might as well watch the SL7 vs SE Dons penalty shootout in the semi-finals. And also, we might as well watch the finals as well. So yeah, let's get into the action. So here we are straight into a penalty shootout between SE Dons and SL7, who are the current champions, and straight away Oz misses his first penalty. Just for some context, we are playing the 3 penalty rule before sudden death, but yeah, that is 0-0. First penalty missed by SE Dons. As you can see, SL7 stepping up now with my guy here, and he slots it in to make it 1-0 to SL7. Very vital penalty right there. I know Big G lives for these moments, so you already know he's going to be enjoying this one. But anyway, Risky steps up for SE Dons here. Needs to bag this penalty. Very vital that he bags this one. Steps up and dispatches that one to make it 1-1. Lovely stuff there from Risky. Anyway, moving on back to SL7 now. Big G waiting for his moment. My guy steps up and he slots in. Lovely penalty from my guy right there. Top right corner. Side netting. Lovely stuff there. Anyway, Don Perez stepping up now here. Left foot. Signature left foot here. We've got the SL7 keeper here taking his time trying to throw him off his game. Anyway, he steps up. Can he slot this one in? Yes, he can, and probably the best penalty of the bunch. Lovely stuff there from Don Perez. Anyway, Big G, here we go. He's up for it. He's ready. He's ready. Already trying to get into the heads of the SL7 player here. I believe this is Els, is it? Yes, it is. He steps up. And very big save there from Big G. Listen to him, man. Listen to him raw, man. He's loving it, man. Big save there from Big G. But I believe he's actually going to step up now for a penalty of himself here. There we go. Very vital moment. Sudden death here. He steps up. And he slots it in. And look at him, man. He's loving it, man. He's basking it in.
Send up the next victim! Send him up!
He's got some not so kind words there for the SL7 players there. But anyway, it's all part of some showmanship, gamesmanship, all that good stuff there. Can he save this one? SL7 keeper steps up here. Ref already asking him to put the ball back on the spot there. Already a little bit of controversy, man. But here we go. Very vital moments here. Can SE Dons book their place into the finals? Here we go. And my guy takes the penalty without the whistle of the ref, and he says no. As you can see, Big G says it's done. He says it's over. But here we go. Controversy, man. The tournament was just waiting for it. Should normally be a retake. However, the ref has been saying after my whistle. But anyway, we're about to see, man. It's all going to kick off, I believe. But here we go. Turbo's going to get involved very shortly.
They was out! They was out! No retake!
There's a change here. No replay says Big G. No Thank you.
Yes!
And there we have it. SE Dons have booked their place into the finals in very controversial fashion, I must say, however, to no fault of their own. Not quite sure what the refs were thinking, but very controversially, the ref discounted that goal because he didn't blow the whistle, which normally would be a retake, but for some reason it wasn't. So, you know what, guys? Comment below. What is your opinion on this? I'm pretty sure I can guess what the opinion is going to be of most people, but I just want to see it anyway. But yeah, they are into the finals. I do feel sorry for SL7, but it is what it is. The game is the game. But what you're about to see now is the result of controversy. So yeah, play the tape.
Oh, Tim, we're getting pressed now as well.
I'm away from you outside, hey.
The thing is, if you're such a bad boy, there's all cameras around. What have you done?
I can't lie, I think it is a valid crash out by SL7, man, because when there's that much money on the line and to be knocked out by something that's not even really your fault, it is a bit of a shame. I can't lie, man, but I must say once again, the game is the game. But to be honest, if any team was in that position, I think he would crash out, man. It will be hard to keep composure, man, but it's a sticky one still. But anyway, man, we're going to move on into the finals. I think it's the finals that probably brings the most hype, the most viewership, and arguably the final that makes the most sense. So it is SE Dons versus Filthy Stars, man. This is going to be a movie, and luckily we managed to capture the whole match. And let's just say it ends in crazy fashion, shall we say. But anyway, let's get straight to the action. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the grand finals between SE Dons and Filthy Stars. After the controversy has finally cooled down, we've got this grand final. And arguably, two of the tournament favourites here about to kick off. It's going to be a game of high-speed chess, so make sure you've got your popcorn ready. But anyway, we're about to be away any second now. And here we go. Oz on the ball immediately here. Look for some options. Plays the ball across there to Don Perez. And then moving on, we've got Haas on the ball here. Look for some options. Look for some runners. Plays the ball all the way across here into Oz here. Gonna try to size up his man. Plays the ball across there to Haas, who goes for a shot, but it's always rising. However, gets the rebound here. Still on the ball. Look for some options, but looks like nothing comes of it. And then moving on, Haas on the ball here, trying to size up Pogba. Goes for a bending shot there. Not quite sure if Half got a hand to it or not, or if it just went wide, but that was a very close one. Anyway, Pogba on the ball there. Anyway, moving on. Pogba in the corner here. I believe it is a free kick. He just plays a quick one there to Half. Half plays it across there. Does get intercepted. Oz with a shot there, but a very strong hand there from Half right there. Makes up for his mistake. Anyway, ball is in the hands there of Filthy Stars, who plays it into the hands of Half there. Looks like there's a brief pause there because of bottle on the pitch. And then move on. We've got Haas driving through, gets the 1-2 off Oz there, plays it into the path there. Don Perez goes for a shot, but it is always rising. Anyway, Haas on the ball here, very composed, still on the ball, tries to get the 1-2, goes for a shot there, and once again raises it across the bar. Don Perez with a second effort there, but another great save there from Half. And with Filthy Stars going the opposite way there, and Big G makes a save of his own right there. Like I said, guys, a game of high-speed chess. But anyway, moving on. Game slowed down a bit now. We've got Pogba on the ball here. Tries to play a penetrating ball across there to my guy. He swivels, turns, still on the ball. Gets absolutely swarmed by 3. And eventually the ref does call for a foul. And it is absolutely warranted. Anyway, free kick here for Filthy Stars. We've got Smalls on the ball here. Looking at his teammates, trying to set them up. Waiting for the whistle. We are away. He's looking for some options. Still trying to wiggle his way somehow. Plays the ball across into his teammate there. He goes for a shot there. And Big G with a very vital save there. Last 2 minutes of the game now. And then we've got Izzy on the ball, who stepped on the pitch now. Still trying to hold off his opponents there. Plays the ball across there to Smalls with a long range effort. Big G makes a good save there. Filthy Stars come out on top with the ball here. Smalls again with a second chance there, and another big save there from Big G to keep the game at deadlock. And we've got Haas driving through, going on one of them runs, like I said. Skips past Izzy there, but he makes a tactical foul there. Very good foul there from Izzy, I must say, because Haas looks like he was on one right there. And then Haas on the ball here. Plays a penetrating ball across there to Oz with the opportunity there. That could have been the game winner, but Half makes a very great save again. Anyway, Filthy Stars going the opposite way now. Like I said, end-to-end stuff. Anyway, Filthy Stars dueling for the ball here. He comes out on top there, getting pressed there by Risky, just getting his foot in there. But anyway, moving on, last 30 seconds. Filthy Stars there with an opportunity. My guy goes for a shot, hits the side net, and Haas going the opposite way now, still trying to drive through, getting swarmed by 2-3, goes for a shot there. But it does get deflected. Anyway, last 20 seconds of the game or so. Anyway, Filthy Stars here just going to slow down the game. I think they're going to favour the penalties. I think they're very confident in themselves. Anyway, ball played across here to Smalls here. He's going to go all the way back here, ends up back here. And I believe that is the full-time whistle. And that means penalties if it couldn't get any more spicier. So the game comes down to penalties just to add the extra little bit of spice to the game. But you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to leave you with the footage just to enjoy for yourself and catch you guys at the end of the video.
I've got the same way all day. Have you been watching? I've got the same way each day. Every game I've got the same way. I ain't changed. I ain't changed.
How big's the step, ref?
I'm not nervous. I'm the arsehole. Don't put on it now. Don't put on it.
You can do the mind games in the eyes if you want. On the whistle, boss. Risky. Risky's both-footed. Risky's both-footed. Let's go, G. Let's go, G.
If I break the old man, it's over. I break the old man, it's over.
How big's the step,
the old man. I've got to go for the old boy.
Come on, big man. Let's go, Domo. Come on, Half. Come on, Half. Hey, Half. Who's going out? Come on! On the whistle!
Dom's been missing penalties these days.
Dom's been missing penalties these days.
I said no VAR, man. No VAR.
Hey, ref, not again, bro.
He said no VAR, man.
He said no VAR.
Said no VAR. Said no VAR.
Let's go, G. Good. Come on. On the step. Let's go, G. Whistle. Let's go. Let's go, G.
That's a serious pen. It's a serious pen.
Mate, I'm looking at Luke's Jimmy, Eddie. Here we go.
Come on now.
Yes, finish. Come on, clutch. Let's go, G. Whistle, ball. Let's go, G.
Make sure it's on target. And die. You must
Dispatch.
You know where he goes, Half. You know where he goes.
You're in big trouble, you're out. Remember to die. Let's go, G. Big G! Big G! Yes! Go! That's a sin! That's a sin! That's a sin! Take on the whistle, G.
against Big G. Keeper against keeper.
Every penalty will be first class line.
Honestly,
dispatch.
Whistle box. This could go.
Come on!
All the way down to spectators.
Let's go, G. That was it. That was it.
Let's go then, G.
I remember you from Mohammed.
Fucking again.
1 point.
Let's go, G.
Going easy. It's a big moment. Here we go, Big G. He's now letting his performance do the job. Shot. Another one slotted.
Come on, shaky. Let's go, Riz.
What? Shaky, man. Too much YouTube, you get shaky.
Scary hours.
Let's go, Riz. Let's go, half.
Steps up. The Algerian's good. He slots this away. Does he?
Finish.
Oh my God, does he?
G, big one. Whistle, lads. Let's go then, G. It feels right. What's the boss? It feels right, G.
Luke blocking as well. Here we go. Another big one.
Go. Come on.
Big steps.
Head up, let's go,
Oh my gosh.
Let's go, half.
Scoring their penalties. The moment is big. The players are big. They're matching the moment. From periods. What is that move? Good discussion. The solution to his politics. He takes so many players.
Let's go, Dom. It's in here.
On the line.
Hey, Dom.
I don't know, you know.
Big moments require big players and Don Perez slots it away.
G, need one. Need drop.
Money, they use the phone last time. All you do is phone.
Need you, G.
Oh, slotted away once again.
I beg not, man.
Come on, half.
I beg not, man.
Steps forward. The Albanian skipper. Yeah! Oh my God! Oh my God.
No, G, need drop. Whistle, lads.
Big G steps in.
G, get the job done.
Oh my gosh! Miss. Keeper against keeper. Here we go.
Hey, G, let's go.
Shutting down any critic.
Why's no point on the ball, Lily? Huh? Why is he not there? No way he's not there. There's no way the dogs ain't there. They know why, G. Don't buy this.
Against Big G.
Hey.
Don't worry about that. I'm gonna say one. Hey, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Saving one, I promise you.
Let's go, Hans.
Finally, this is tuning in at the right time as we're about to find out who the winner is.
Don't worry about Turbo. Just fucking score. I want to go home. Relax, Chaz, relax.
Just relax. It's alright, Charlie, it's alright. Don't worry. Thank you, Kaz. Hey, great. That's why you're MVP. That's why you're MVP. Kaz,
Surely not, man.
Charlie, relax.
Surely
Just
not.
relax. Don't make it get to your brain. It's all mind games.
Surely not.
Spot it, Charlie. Spot it. Let's go. Sportsmanship after, boys, yeah?
Wait for the ref, boys.
Give me that! Who's my next victim? Who's my next victim?
Hey, either way, innit? Risky, let's go.
Big G comes again.
Hey, it's mad. The levels is mad.
It's unreal what he's doing. Risky steps up. The Algerian.
Yeah!
Oh my God, missing the real Big G season. Yet again for a third time. It's going down to Big G again. No. Oh my gosh.
Surely.
Easy. It's Big G. Surely not. Surely not. Matt, presentation outside.
And there we have it, guys. That is the conclusion of a Turbo Amz Tournament video. Firstly, we just want to say if you made it this far, we really do appreciate it, and hopefully you did enjoy the video as well. And then secondly, we do want to give a huge shout out to Filthy Stars, who did win the tournament. Well deserved, and he managed to win the tournament without controversy as well, which is very hard to do these days, so fair play to Filthy Stars. We do want to move on to play of the tournament for final third, so moving on to that. So we're actually going to give it to 2 players. I think the first player is without a doubt, because obviously that is our goal getter and arguably our star player, so it has to go to Arbo. But we also want to give a shout out to Ross as well. Debut for final third in a tournament, and he held it down, man. Was a rock at the back and just slotted in as if he had been playing with us for quite a while, so it was just like a perfect addition. So fair play to Ross and Arbo there. So just recapping the tournament from a final third side, I think once again another knockout stage placing for us is definitely strong and shows consistency with the team, and we're definitely a force to be reckoned with, especially coming from Manchester. Obviously there's definitely areas that we want to improve on. Myself and Nana know which areas that we think will be the best for us to improve on, and hopefully if we apply those changes we can go all the way, but until then we'll never know. Nonetheless, guys, we do have some exciting news coming up. You might have seen it with our socials and also our YouTube, but final third is rebranding. We want to be taken more serious, and hopefully these changes will put us forward where we are taken more serious with the likes of SE Dons and Filthy Stars and all them teams like that. So hopefully you have seen those updates and you do like them. Give us some feedback, just tell us what you think about the changes. But guys, hopefully by next week we will be back to regular program with our weekly league games. We have got a big game coming up with Pathetico coming up, so stay tuned for that one as well. But yeah, that has been today's episode. Once again, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like on it. And also, if you're new around here and managed to make it this far, why not subscribe? It's free. You might as well do it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you guys next week. Peace out.